Your best consultants write brilliant proposals, 3-week win rate, clients love the output, and then they go on holidays. Someone else picks up the pitch and the quality just drops. Your best work is trapped inside individual people and you can't clone them. You can't scale it. Today we will talk about what Claude Skills actually are, what this fixes the portability problem. I will also show you 3 AI consultancy skills that anyone can start using in Claude today. This is V. Welcome to Agentic Lab. Let's get on with it. So what are Claude skills? Think of them as a reusable instruction manuals. They teach Claude how to execute specific tasks, what tools to use, what standards to follow, what formats to deliver. Then you deploy them automatically anywhere you need them. Before skills, if you wanted to generate client proposals in your brand voice or format discovery call consistently, you would paste the same instructions into every chat. That's time-consuming and inconsistent. Alternative, you would create a dedicated Claude project with custom instructions. But here's the problem. Those instructions aren't portable, so then you end up with multiple projects. If you're working on a different client engagement, you either work inside that same project or repeat everything from scratch every time. You can't combine workflows either. Discovery call, summary project over here, proposal generation over here, and so on. You end up building multiple projects with overlapping workflows, and none of which scale across your team. Now, the Claude skills solve this. You extract your workflow instructions out of the project, package them as skills, and make them available everywhere, on a web app, on a Claude code, or via API. Now you got portable, reusable workflows. Your whole team can deploy them consistently across every single client engagement. Quick clarification, because people often get confused here. If you view it under the lens of Claude ecosystem, Claude itself is the brain, the core intelligence making decisions. Skills are the instruction manuals, reusable workflows for how specific tasks should be done. MCP, on the other side, provides the tools, actual capabilities to be interacted with outside the Claude's knowledge, like calling your HubSpot or Notion databases. That's your systems. And the projects are dedicated workspaces where you combine skills, MCP tools, and background knowledge for specific ongoing client work. All of these are not competing. They are the building blocks that come together. Not every workflow needs all of them. And that's what makes this so powerful. You mix and match based on what your specific engagement need. There are 3 types of skills that you can use. The first one, official skills by Anthropic. They build into Claude. You need to go to settings, capabilities, make sure the code execution and file creation is turned on, and you will see a list of predefined skills. Keep in mind, don't turn them all on, just the ones you actually use. Most skills confuse Claude when executing workflows. Now, the second type of skills are custom skills, also organization skills. These are yours, your workflow instructions, your templates, your delivery standards. You create a skill file and upload it. This is how you standardize Claude for your way of working. And third, community skills. You can't access these through settings, but you could find them online. Other users create those, but be cautious about using them. You never know what's inside of them. One critical tip. Once you turn on skills, add this to your account level custom instructions to make sure Claude always considers relevant skills. Otherwise, it won't trigger consistently. So example number 1 for client proposal generation with the brand templates. If you are anything like me, you run workshops. You've got a standard proposal template, your branding, your structure, your pricing tables. You want Claude to use it every time, regardless of which client or project you are working on. Upload your proposal template, ask Claude to create a new skill called the branded proposals that extends the official documentation creation skills. Then give it context. When should it trigger? What guidelines matter? Reference the parent skill to avoid duplication. That will output the skill which you can download and then upload later on into capabilities. Now, in any chat, upload discovery call notes and say create a brand proposal for this engagement. And the Claude will pull your template, apply your pricing structure, formats everything consistently. Your team uses the same skill, so every proposal go out looking professional and on brand. No copy-pasting templates between the projects. The skill number 2 to consider, discovery call summaries and a follow-up documentation. Ask Claude to create a discovery documentation skill. Include your workflow. What sections, what format, what gets emailed versus what goes into your CRM. If you're using a HubSpot MCP, tell Claude which tools it needs from that server. Don't load every possible tool, just the relevant ones. Now, after every discovery call, you can paste the transcript into your notes and the Claude generates your standardized summary. We'll format the follow-up email and log it in HubSpot. The skills are portable. Anyone in your team uses it the same way. Your delivery stays consistent across every single engagement. Okay, so for the next demo, we will use our skills to generate the proposal straight away from the discovery call to the essential content to the proposal ready to go out with the PowerPoint and the colors. Let's do it. So go back to Notion, check. So again, for the demonstration purposes, I'm not using it within a project. It's now talking to Notion. So it searched the Notion database. It found the call I referred to. You could see I didn't need to mention exactly what call it was. It then went and examined the skills. We read our ideal customer profile manager skills to understand what's going on there. It loaded that. It read the proposal builder skill and reading the slide deck generation skill. Because of how much is loaded here, the discovery notes, additional skills, and some of the examples, it's now compacting part of the conversation to make sure it has enough context to carry on working. This is one of the reasons why it's important not to load all of your skills at the same time. So here it qualified the client, it identified the key pain points discussed, it identified the full proposal with the free pricing tiers, it's addressed their pain points, and it created the slide deck, both the assessment, the proposal, and the actual slide deck in a markdown file. Okay, now I would say generate PPTX. So what did it do? It extracted additional skills to convert the slide deck, created CSS, and it's now in the process of writing the actual HTML that it's going to convert into the actual PowerPoint presentation with all the right colors. And after some time, the koala generation, you could see it follows the website. It has quite imaginative graphics. It follows our colors, it follows our styles, and you can see generally spacing is okay. Of course, the graphics maybe isn't ideal, but because this is a PowerPoint presentation, anything that I'm not happy with, I can fully and completely change and edit to my heart's content. Now, for the last one that's close to my heart is a YouTube script generation with ICP points. Every script needs to hit the same pain points that our ideal customers actually care about. Same structure, same hooks, same CTAs. Right now, that knowledge lives in a Claude project that has the ICP definition. We turned it into a skill. So now every time I open the chat and I ask it to generate a new YouTube script, it will generate it then and there. And it also means that across my whole team, from writer to video production team, everyone can generate the same structure and the same format. So here we create a new chat, use skills to determine ICP and generate a YouTube script. So there you can see I triggered the generation of the YouTube script. It straight away discovered that it needs to use a sales ICP manager skill for understanding the ideal customer profile definition and management. It will use that to then understand what else is available. Realized it needs the content YouTube script and the content hook generator skill. So it will use those and incorporate them into the process. So it reviewed the skills and included them in the conversation, and here's the script. So straight away, all in one place, being driven by the skill for the script YouTube generation. It also created for us the shorts, how it should be done, additional screen text, a B-roll list, CTA link, promoting our assessment, and the hooks and titles. Now I could say, take this information and add it to Notion. So what's going to happen now, it will use the MCP server for Notion. It will go discover the structure of our Notion database, and within there, it will understand where and how that idea should be saved. And there you go. It used the MCP tool to access Notion. It identified our database. It then created and landed all of that information all in one place. So when should you actually create a custom skill? Ask yourself 3 questions. Number 1, do you repeat the same instructions across different chats 3 times or more? Number 2, would you need to train a real human on this process if you were to onboard them? And number 3, does quality or format consistency matter every time? If you tick 2 or 3 of these, you do need to create a skill and share it with your team. Some practical warnings. If you're on a pro plan, usage matters. Only create skills for your most repeated workflows. Don't burn tokens on the one-off tasks. Skills are static, so if you call MCP tool functions, those might change over time. Ask Claude to include a backup plan when tool call fails. And don't load too many MCP tools in one skill. Keep it simple, or otherwise consistency will suffer. As of last week, this video applies also to ChatGPT because OpenAI announced last week they are introducing skills into ChatGPT ecosystem. Here's the truth. Consultancies trying to scale AI services delivery and they hit the same wall. Brilliant workflows trapped in isolated projects. They can't reuse them, can't combine them. The skills fix that. Your best workflow become portable, reusable, and deployable across every single engagement. If you are building AI into your consultancy offering and want to standardize deliver across your team, do subscribe. Check the description for downloadable content below. Want to benchmark where your consultancy sits on AI adoption? Consider taking our AI assessment. Link is also below. I will include a video over here where I explain why we switched from OpenAI ChatGPT to Claude. Thank you for watching until the end, and I will see you in the next one.